Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel, and today I wanted to talk about The Rock versus Roman Reigns potentially happening. So on Raw day one, The Rock came back and he did his normal routine. But at the end of the segment, he teased a match with Roman Reigns. And I would imagine if they do that, it will take place at WrestleMania. But obviously, Roman's still like the main champion. I think if you do Rock versus Roman for the belt, not only is it predictable, but I don't think it needs it as well. I think the main storyline is who is the head of the table. And to be honest, I think either way, I think Romans. I think Romans beating Rock either way. But I think if the belt's not involved, you can do certain things to make it unpredictable. I think if the belt is involved, I think no matter what you do, people aren't going to believe that The Rock's going to beat Roman. And also, I think it's important for Cody to finish his story this year. Let's say if they do Rock versus Roman this year, and then let's say, okay, we do Cody and Roman next year. How do they know the crowd is still going to be interested in Cody in a year? How do they know the crowd is not going to turn on Cody throughout the year? And it could happen. I understand from a business perspective, The Rock versus Romans, clearly the bigger match, clearly the bigger draw. I think long term, I think Cody versus Roman is the better match long term, because obviously Roman's been the main champion for 4 years, you know, and to have Cody Rhodes be the one to beat Roman, it would make Cody. It really would make Cody, and I really think if you made Cody, you could have a top superstar there in 5 or 10 years if you wanted to. As I said, I understand why they want to do Rock versus Roman. I want to see. I think the visual of seeing the Rock and Roman face off will be tremendous. But I just don't think it needs a belt. But the problem is, if the way you've done this, who do you give the belt to before Mania? Because I really don't think you're gonna give it to Randy. And to be honest with you, I don't think Randy Orton needs to beat Roman Reigns. Because what did it do? What did it do for Randy? Nothing. Randy Orton's already made. He doesn't need to beat Roman. It doesn't do anything for Randy Orton. But if you have Cody beat Roman, then it could make Cody into a megastar and making the face of WWE, even though they already use him like he's the face. But you know what I mean? Having him with the belt will just solidify that, in my opinion. Like, I had this idea yesterday. I can't remember who said it, so apologies. But they said they would have the Rock guest host WrestleMania like he did at WrestleMania 27. They would have Cody beat Roman clean for the belt. They would have Cody celebrate and all that. And like it would just be furious. He would be livid. He would be outraged. He would like be throwing everything around inside, and then The Rock would come out. He would say something on the mic, and then they would have a face off, and then there you go for SummerSlam. But at the same time, you don't know when The Rock's going to be available. Like he might not be available in the summer or next year's Mania, and there's no guarantee that Roman's going to be able to that Roman's going to be able to perform at them shows either. I mean, I would imagine so, because Roman did take a lot of time off, because obviously he only does certain shows nowadays. But the point is, how do you know you're going to be able to do it in like 6 months or like a year's time? Because as I say, the Rock's schedules always going to be filled up, isn't it? So how do you know he's going to be available at SummerSlam or Mania 41 or whatever number it is? It just a complicated thing. And if you do The Rock as a guest host, there's people that will tune in just to see The Rock. And if they see Cody in the main event against Roman and he beats him, maybe people get into Cody enough to stick around to see what they do on Monday, to see what they do on Raw. Obviously, it's not a guarantee, so that will happen. But you never know. But if you just do The Rock versus Roman, people watch it for that night. I guarantee half of them people won't watch what happens on Monday. And let's just say if they give Rock the belt, what they're gonna do? They're gonna have him vacate the belt. That's a bit crap. So you're gonna have the best title reign. Not the best, but the longest title reign you had in decades, and you're gonna have it end. You're gonna have somebody beat him, and then the next night they're just gonna vacate the belt, are they? That sounds a bit crap, doesn't it? That sounds terrible. But obviously, we all know it's a difficult thing to book, and I wouldn't want to be in Triple H's shoes. Because whatever you decide to do, there's always going to be negative. There's always going to be pros and cons to whatever you decide to do. As I said, from a business perspective, short term, you go with Rock, Roman, obviously, but long term, I think the best say could be Cody. Let me say this: I'm not the biggest Cody Rhodes fan, but I can't deny the live right now. The live crowd love themselves a bit of Cody Rhodes. So, and if you wait a year, like some people have suggested, or even if you wait till SummerSlam to do Cody Roman, how do you know the crowd are still going to be interested in Cody in 6 months or a year? Like, you don't know whether they're going to be interested in him in 6 months or a year. So if it was up to me, I would I would strike while the iron's still relatively hot, because I think you've been really lucky that people did not lose interest over the last year. That could have happened. So, because you've been lucky and people are still interested in Cody's story, I would have Cody beat Roman at Mania. And then you can do what I said. Roman could be losing control on the outside. He could be basically having a temper tantrum, and then the Rock will come out as the guest house, and that you could say something, and then you could start the build like that. But as I said earlier, you don't know what the Rock's calendars, his schedule's gonna be like. So it's a really complicated situation, and I wouldn't like to be in Flake's position. So let me know what you think. Are you leaning more towards Cody Roman, or are you leaning more towards Rock Roman? I think I know what most of you are gonna say, but but as somebody that watches, not as somebody that watches quite regularly, I think the best decision, at least in my opinion, is to do Cody Roman for like the long term benefit, but obviously short term, Rock versus Roman's the bigger match. So let me know what you think, and I will speak to you later. Have a good day. Thank you very much for watching, and I will speak to you soon.